they take your car, if you have a licensed firearm, they take your firearm and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It comes to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on side. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dumb in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change, and thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented, you have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Tuesday, the 14th of February, 2023. Remember, viewers, we are live on Synergy Network. We are also live on our Facebook page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We are also live on YouTube. It's TT Real Talk. Subscribe to these pages, like these pages, and share these pages, viewers. For some reason, we are blocked on TikTok, so we can't go live. For those of you who love to watch us on TikTok, we do apologize for that, but they have been blocking us for, we don't know. But nevertheless, we are here. We are live on Synergy Television. Remember, we have our own studio. We are sending a link to Synergy just to broadcast worldwide. So Trinidad and Tobago, I'm a licensed money lender. Those of you who are looking for cash is not a problem. Remember, as long as you have some sort of collateral, some property for us to hold, you can get in touch with me with these numbers, viewers. And also, with these same numbers that you are seeing on screen, you can also get in touch with our Real Talk Credit Union information. Now remember, you can come in and open an account for your kids, for the grandparents, the mom, the dad, the brother, the sister, the mother, even the children, viewers. You see, and this is what makes us a good credit union. You can actually open your account for your child under the age of 18. Imagine that. So, we are also paying 4% on fixed deposit, viewers. Remember that it's 4%. You cannot go anywhere in Trinidad and Tobago and get 4% on a fixed deposit. Only at Real Talk. Only at Real Talk you're getting that. No other places. But where? Real Talk Credit Union information. So why are you leaving your cash in the bank to get 1% when you can get 3 times the amount? Ask yourself that. Instead of you have 100,000 sitting at a bank on a fixed deposit, where you're getting 1% per year, how much is that? How much is that? 1% of 100,000, it's 1,000. $1,000 a year. So are you going to settle for $1,000 or are you going to settle for $3,000 plus that $1,000? Remember, viewers, your money is insured. I just want to make that very clear. Your money is insured. I do not come on the air and say something or do something without proper documentation. So remember that. Now that we have our Real Talk Credit Union information running, you can't have a financial institution running and you're not secured. You're not insured. And this is what I want you to understand. I want you to understand that. You know, a lot of people say, oh, Saeed, you're going to end up like Hindu Credit Union. Really? I'm not condemning Hindus in Trinidad and Tobago. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that. Oh, you're going to end up like Hindu Credit Union. I'm doing business local and regional. I have 5 different companies running. Well-maintained company running. I lend money for the last 5, 6, 7 years. I've been lending money. And now you want to tell me that, oh, Saeed Credit Union, I'm going to be like Hindu Credit Union. No, come better than that. Come better than that. I've been on the network alone for 5 years. Spending over $1 million a year to sustain this production. But you want to tell me what a credit union? No, it's me behind it. I am behind it. Oh, I just want you to also keep this in mind. Those of you who have spiritual problems, you can also contact me. Don't tell me I will fail. I don't fail. I don't ever fail. Because the entity that is backing me makes sure I don't fail. 5 years on the network and I haven't asked you for that's a blessing. That's a blessing. So viewers, as we carry on our program tonight, it's Valentine's night in Trinidad and Tobago. It's where the chocolate and the roses and the dinners and the hug up and the kiss up and things take place tonight. Don't be shy and don't play like you don't know about Valentine's in Trinidad and Tobago. So tonight, here what we're going to do. Even though we have our show packed for you tonight, it's Valentine's. Call in and big up your loved ones. We're giving you the opportunity. You know, we at Real Talk here, we do things different. We do things different. I'm not in my suit tonight, no. It's Valentine's night, so I know if somebody could call me after my show and probably invite me for a little dinner or something. I don't know. But nevertheless, 2386716 viewers, call in, wish your loved one a happy Valentine's. Don't forget to mention your name and the person's name that you are calling to wish them happy Valentine's. So just a little update as we start our program tonight. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Department has informed members of the public that applications for Certificate of Character COC service cannot be facilitated at this time due to a system malfunction. The TTPS is working to restore the system at this time to its optimal function, and the public will be updated as to when the COC system is repaired. The TTPS apologizes for all inconvenience for the disruption in service and assured that all possible efforts will be made to rectify the situation in the shortest possible time frame. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? So viewers, as I have some persons of interest that I want to go into, because I know in a short while from now, by 7:15, the line's going to get hot with people calling in to wish their loved ones a happy Valentine's, and we don't want to take away that opportunity from them because I gave you the opportunity. So Nicholas Bodram. Nicholas, I ain't seen your car. Look like you're hiding it because I have police looking for it. I have bailiff looking for it. Just now they're going to start coming and knocking on your door to embarrass your family. You want to play a sting game? Not a problem. We go play a sting game. When they hear a bailiff come knocking on your door 2 or 3 times for the week, you go tell your family. So save yourself the embarrassment, Nicholas. This is the last time I'm pleading with you. Save yourself the embarrassment. You see that ATE 5236? Bring it for me. Yes, I've seen it on TV. But when they come, when bailiffs start coming and knocking on your door and your family start to get embarrassed, you ain't gonna like it. You're gonna want to go down that road with me. So we're looking for Kerwin Sideno. Kerwin Sideno. Kerwin Sideno. You have something that belongs to me. You have something that belongs to me. That vehicle, zoom up on the number plate there, director. So Trinidad and Tobago, if you know Kerwin Sideno and this Honda vessel that he's driving, PDB 5989. So friends and family of Kerwin Sideno, tell him contact Saieed tomorrow morning for around 9 o'clock. Otherwise, bailiff going to be passing to pick up that vessel also. I'm looking for Anthony Darasan. Anthony Darasan. So Anthony, you have something that belongs to me? Call me. So we're looking for Shalina Mohammed. Shalina. I'm looking for Shalina Mohammed. Shalina, you have something that belongs to me? So Nicholas Bodram, Kerwin Sideno, Anthony Darasan, and Shalina Mohammed. Would you please contact me tomorrow, please? 339-1670. Shalina Mohammed. And These people, would you please contact me tomorrow? Please contact me tomorrow. So as we start our program tonight, viewers, I want to hear from you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, calling in to tell your loved ones a happy Valentine's and you appreciate the gift that they brought you today. Now it's a special occasion in Trinidad and Tobago. From the rich to the poor, everybody celebrate Valentine's in Trinidad and Tobago and probably the wider world. Caller, good night. You have a caller? Hello?
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Good night. How are you?
I am well. I want to wish you a happy Valentine. You look so handsome. Happy Valentine Day.
Thank you so much. So viewers, feel free to call in the program and wish your loved ones a happy Valentine's. Tonight is the night where the love is all over Trinidad and Tobago, and only we at Real Talk with Saieed Ali, we are giving you the opportunity to call and let them know that. So as our program starts tonight, let the chip falls where they may, where the words of retired Judge Stanley John, as he addressed the public since being appointed to lead the investigation into the $20 million malicious prosecution judgment in favor of 9 men formerly accused of the kidnapping and murder of businesswoman Vindra Naipal Coolman. John acknowledged that citizens were outraged by the outcome of the case, but call on them to bear patience until he and retired Assistant Commissioner of Police Pamela Hines completed their investigations. Listen to this.
Citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, you must be justifiably appalled and outraged at the outcome of the civil action brought by the 9 persons who were acquitted of charges of kidnapping and murder of Vindra Naipal Coolman. While the ire of the nation has understandably been inflamed by this matter, I respectfully urge the general public to withhold judgment until the investigation is complete.
Now, viewers, he's asking us to be patient. To be patient. Because remember, that was a murder that rocked Trinidad and Tobago. It shook us. Now, when a case called, file went missing. 9 men were awarded $20 million. After the lawsuit passed, judge made the declaration that yes, they're going to pay them $20 million. All of a sudden, he filed a pay it back. So here it is. However, John assured citizens and staff at the Office of the Attorney General and the Ministry of Legal Affairs that their investigation would be fair. It would be fair and fearless. So they're going to do a clean investigation, but it's going to be fearless. He stated that this investigation is interested in uncovering the truth about how the defaulted judgment came to be entered and damage award against the state. Listen to this again.
Please know that this investigation which I lead is interested in one thing and one thing only. That is to say, uncovering and reporting within our terms of reference the truth about how the default judgment came to be entered and damages awarded against the state. In doing so, we shall act fearlessly but fairly, expeditiously but carefully, objectively and impartially, and with scrupulous regard for the requirements of natural justice and the rule of law. Our foremost priority within our terms of reference is to trace and assist how this matter went from claim to default judgment to the award of $20 million in damages against the state.
Now, viewer, John also promised to deliver a report to the Attorney General on March 31st, but estimated that he and Hines would require 6 months to complete their full probe into what transpired into the case and provide several reports. So, viewers, we're going to hear what he has to say. We're going to wait for the time frame, and we want to know how the court could award $20 million, and boom, the document surfaced up back. So we are going for a short commercial break, viewers, but when we come back from that break, let me tell you something. When we come back from that break, we're going to hear about the PCA investigating missing bullets from where? From the police custody. Caller, good night.
Good evening, Mr. Sai.
My friend, how are you?
How you going, man? Happy Valentine's, man.
Same to you, man.
You're looking sparkling, man. You're looking like a rose with a bumblebee coming to pollinate that rose. Yeah. Saeed, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
People like Stanley John and them feel like everybody dotish in this country, you know. Them really do feel like, you know, everybody does, like, you know, follow with these politicians and does he say anything and just accept it. And nobody do have a decision to make.
Correct.
Let me put it in another perspective. Let me say these 9 men, them were really innocent. They had nothing to do with the kidnapping of Vindra Rifle, and they spend their time in jail that they was wrongfully accused and things. So you telling me that our people now spending 9 or 10 years in prison for something that they didn't commit, right? And now the state had to award them that financial compensation for being innocent and being in prison. Now, they supposed to be compensated for that because of the illiteracy, the dotishness, the incompetent justice system that this country have right now.
I understand what you're saying.
Under Rowley, Fitzgerald Hines, the CJ, I know she, I mean he name, or I think is wherever he name, is, you know, and all these people have this place where we are today, right now. Nobody have no confidence in going and having their matter brought in front of the court. That's why you see we facing this situation of poetic justice, where people would say, hey, yeah, what, instead of me going to the court to get my justification, I could take up a gun or do something outside and get the justice that I deserve. That's where we are today. That's the reality of the situation now. You understand? And you see the dotations where he come and talk, and he's going to make millions of dollars with this situation right now. So, apart from the 20 million, is the other millions that will be accompanied to that. And you know who would be paying that?
We,
you and
tax.
I.
Yeah.
The taxpayers in Trinidad and Tobago. And people are to come and be mature enough, because let me tell you, no matter what he come up with, nobody is going to be held accountable for them paying that $20 million, and they're going to pay that no matter what, you know, high or hell water, they're going to pay that. You understand?
Yeah.
So all this dotations where he come saying that, what you going to say, the Attorney General was responsible for that? You feel you go wholly accountable? You feel you got to come out and say, okay, well, I didn't come up with the file, I didn't file the matter in court or anything like that to defend the state. So here what? The $20 million is going to come out of my pocket? No. So all this charade that taking place is some mama guy thing, but all of them is the same. The same. And it's you and I, we got to pay for that. And people in this country have to stand up and start to say, you see this dotishness, we're not accepting this anymore. Get rid of all these people from our side. Have a good night, Mr. Saeed, and enjoy the rest of your program. Take care.
Same to you, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, We're going to talk about 500 police ammunition bullets gone missing after this break.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Carney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Welcome back to Realtalk viewers. The Police Complaint Authority, PCA, has independently initiated an investigation into the alleged disappearance of seized ammunition from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. 500 bullets, which were confiscated by police from a gun dealer in October last year, have now gone missing. So if a murder file could go missing and after a ward is called out by a magistrate, the file came back, well, there's nothing for 500 rounds of ammunition to go missing. Call a good night.
Happy Valentine Day to all your lovely listeners. All right, this is a good topic.
Talk to me.
And a figure have it cook. You know what is reverse engineering? The 500 missing ammunition is a reverse engineering conspiracy. They are plotting a strategy to counteract a GG outcome. And GG outcome has been no legal firearm has been found to have been used in homicide and criminal activity. So in order to mitigate that outcome, things are being done to show Gigi apart. The missing ammunition is 9mm missing ammunition. That is the only one they took from the gun dealer and couldn't return. All the rest are returned. 9mm is the preferred or the most popular ammunition.
Correct.
In security services.
Yes.
In police, the defense force, the coast guard. What we have recently, we have a proliferation of police ammunition, defense ammunition, coast guard ammunition, conducting heinous crimes all over the place. If they could spread this conspiracy, counteract GG statement, sooner or later they will bring it into the wider community to say, look, fellas, legal firearms and legal ammunition is perpetrating the crime. But I think Gigi continue to pound them with that. So these conspirators, I ain't telling you, everybody should understand that they are plotting to give a particular outcome. Look at who investigating the same thing. The same people who went and raided the people. The police commissioner sent back the same people. So that is chicken watching chicken. how can that? You remember on August 18, 2014, 40 guns went missing to the forensic center. Where those guns? Are those guns still outside there? Do somebody want ammunition from that? You have to understand the AR-15 rifle that they take from the police outpost in Sawa, they find it back.
Yeah.
All of them think they want ammunition for. So I think it is a reverse engineering conspiracy to interfere with Gigi.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, 500 bullets, which were confiscated by police from a gun dealer in October last year, have now gone missing. It has been reported that Police Commissioner Erla Christopher has ordered a probe into the occurrence as well. In a media release this morning, the PCA stated that several similar reports of missing exhibit and seized item in the custody of TTPS have been investigated by the authority, which has a sole remit under Section 42. Under Section 48(2), the investigating criminal offense involving police officers, police corruption, and serious police misconduct. Whoa! Did I hear that? The authority, which has sole remit under Section 48, bracket 2, to investigate criminal offense involving police officers, police corruption, and serious police misconduct. It is said that allegations of missing ammunition from TTPS is a matter of great concern, and the PCA will undertake a comprehensive investigation into the matter. Caller, good night.
Mr. Said, great program.
Thank you.
I will not wish you happy Valentine. You practice the significance and the meaning of Valentine every day and every night by coming here and doing good for the citizens of this country and trying to improve their life. But
Well
I
said.
want to wish a few people happy Valentine that practice hate and malice all the time. Heinz, Rowley, Camille, Dimbert, and Rohan Sinanan, who practice hate and malice all the time, a happy Valentine to you all. Mr. Said, I want Heinz to answer this question. Rowley said he could question any official once he said pay them. Heinz gone to Parliament and take a bill to Parliament to pass for prison officers to get firearm. Heinz, you don't know is prison officers have that situation. They created that situation on themselves. You know they brought that on to themselves, Heinz. By going at prisoners' family home and trying to extort money from them. You don't know what caused it. You know it's big gambling taking place in prison. You don't know that, Heinz. Go to Parliament and pass a bill that law-abiding citizens in this country that your supporters are attacking every day that must be given firearm. Every family must be given a firearm that your supporters and Rowley supporters are attacking every day. We want firearms to protect ourselves, not prison officers. They have themselves into that situation. Mr. Said, I met a family Saturday, and they tried to call you, but they can't get you. So anyway, I will do it. They want to congratulate you for a good job you did to them, right? The lady told me I could call the name, but I won't call the name and say where they're from, right? This lady, family came to you for spiritual help. Her feet were swollen like a balloon and couldn't walk. And today she's walking, and she said, God bless you, God bless your program. I extend the same to you. You keep up the great work, Mr. Said, and continue doing good for the people of this country.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. The House of Representatives following the Senate led in rescinding proposal to allow the Minister of National Security to extend the life of a firearm user's license, FUL. This license being issued by the Commissioner of Police. Over the previous weeks, both houses debated the Firearm Amendment Bill 2022, which allowed the Prison Commissioner and Strategic Service Agency Director to issue FULs to approved officers and proposed to let the Minister extend the validity of a FUL beyond its original 3-year specified period. Now I'm going to tell you something. They should leave it at the 3 years. And after that, let the individual do an eye, an ear, go to the gun range, practice shooting. A physical checkup after 3 years to know if to renew that gun that individual is carrying. Because I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes an individual may be the owner of a FUL to carry a licensed firearm, and you may end up in an accident, or someone may beat you, and your body tends to function different. Accidents do happen. Accidents do happen. So in order to keep that now, you have to go and do a physical test. Whether or not to know that you could keep that. And this is what I think. They should leave it at the 3 years. And after the end of the 3 years, you go back and you do a test to know if you could continue it for another 3 years. Initially, the House approved the bill on Friday, February 3rd. However, by last Wednesday, February 8th, the Senate amended the bill to no longer let the minister extend FUL. See? On Friday, the House approved Senate amendment to the bill, including disempowering the minister from extending FUL. The Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, brought the motion, to which Oropouche East MP Rudal Munilal replied before unanimously vote in support. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to hear Hines, government defeated FUL clause was purely innocent. Hines still have the guts to say that, boy. We're going to deal with that after this break.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines have defended a clause in the Firearm Amendment bills that sought to give him the authority to extend firearm users' license, saying it was a purely innocent decision. The clause was removed after independent and opposition senators criticized. They criticized it in the Senate, deeming it an interference in the independence of the TTPS police service. Hines, you really went far, boy. Hines stated that the clause was related to challenges they encountered during the COVID-19 pandemic, as a measure was extended to allow him to look into the operation of the police service and to decide that the license should be extended. Listen to Hines.
There was and remains and I'm saying this on the basis of considerable public comment upon it, and even comment from members of the House, where it was, in my view, wrongly felt that the measure was intended to allow the minister to look into the operations of the police service and to decide that a license or licenses in any particular case or cases should have been extended. That was clearly explained as not being the case.
So it should have been clearly extended by you. So which means, Hines, if this did pass, you could have, with your power that bestowed unto you, you could have told a police officer, you know what? Or an SSA officer, or a prison officer, you could have said, you know what? You're not getting no extension. Or you, none for you, but you would get. That is the type of power you want? No, Hines, that power does not belong to you. Your authority, being the Minister of National Security, is to make sure that all the security arms in Trinidad and Tobago, the Army, the Coast Guard, TTPS, do their job effectively. That is your work, Hines. So don't come up on television or media broadcast and say you want the authority to say, you know what, you should get extension and you shouldn't get no extension. No, that is not your job. Don't get carried away by your portfolio because you are the Minister of National Security. Know what your portfolio entails, Mr. Hines. Know that. You see, one thing you can't fool me with is security and intelligence and the know-how, because my company, we into that. So that is one thing you can't fool me. Come into security and say, oh, because as a minister, I could make this decision. No, you cannot make that. You're stepping out of your bung. You're grabbing for something that doesn't belong to you. And I here tonight telling you, don't step out your block. Stay within your block and try to keep TTPS up and running. Try to get boats for the Coast Guard. Try to bring the army men on the streets and them. Sad to see. Caller, good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Saeed, you're touching on some sensitive topics there, right?
Very, very.
Yeah, now here is right. This man they call Fitzgerald Hines, right?
Mm-hmm.
This same character. And he wants all this power to deal with firearm users and users like
yes,
that,
yes.
Right? And he is the same person that come and say that he's not supposed to make any citizens feel safe. You remember that? And he's the same person said that it's his job to make no citizens feel safe in this country. You remember that? Right. Now, hear what I'm saying, right? You come and you're saying that now and you want all this power, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since Fitzgerald Hines come into office side, tell me if I'm wrong. Not the only thing he do was get rid of the only person that was working as a commissioner of police. That was he work. He come and get rid of Gary. right? Gary was leveling the playing field between bandit homeowners and businessmen. That was Gary was doing, because let me tell you something, right? Said Gary understood that police cannot be here, there, and everywhere at the same point in time. So
yes.
You can rob in your house. You call the police taking 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes they may come into your house. Bandits at times beat you up, rob you, do whatever they want. Take your house and go. Police ain't coming. You understand what I'm saying? Gary understood that. That is why he gave so much of FUL under his tenure. You understand what I'm trying to say? So he leveled the playing field between bandits, homeowners, and businessmen. That is the reason why only specific people getting robbed now. You understand what I'm saying? Bandits don't know who to go around because they don't know who have FUL and who don't know who they don't know have FUL right now.
Correct.
So they don't know if they come and across you side, you might pull on this thing and put it on them.
Boy, be able to that, you know.
Fitzgerald Hines do not understand that man. Since he come into that office, not one FUL, since Gary Lee, not one FUL, and sign out to no civilian in this country. But them coming out to talk to we about curbing crime and trying to fight crime and understand that. Listen, it's very simple on the side. The more legal guns you have in the country, is the less illegal guns you're going to have. Plain and simple. Because homeowners and businessmen, when they cannot get legal firearms, what do you think they're going to do to protect themselves, their family, and their business? What do you think they're going to do?
Correct.
Anyhow, I want to touch on one more thing before I go. I'm watching the news tonight, and this Minister of Health here coming and talking about vaccines and all kind of things. Oh God, I'll let you people have a break now. All they have any more over carnivals in Trinidad and Tobago. And I see that they're posting something on TV about 5 deaths from COVID. Oh God, who are they trying to fool people getting fed up on this thing over? Let's take it down a little bit now.
Yeah, true.
Enjoy your night.
You too, my friend. Now we go back to Hines. He added that the amendment to give him authority to extend firearm user's license was purely and innocently intended. Listen to Hines.
We learned that in the COVID experience, and the measure was purely and innocently intended to deal with that. Some of the persons who had a misunderstanding of it, we had the opportunity to speak with them, and clarity came to the extent that an amendment or 2 was offered.
Now, Hines, what clarity? Because I clearly understand that you want the authority to say to an officer, you will be extended, you won't get no extension. Johnny, you get a 3 years extension, but your friend John, he ain't get none. That is the type of power you want. That is the type of stronghold you want. But let me tell you something, that is out of your league. That is out of your league. Do not try to create power and grab it after. No. Don't do that. Stay within your portfolio and manage yours. Don't create something and try to grab it that is not yours. Right now, robberies are taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. Homeowners. Shouldn't they have something to protect themselves? Hines! You see, Hines, all of this move with bodyguard. In a month time, all of the guy, if you will sign up for all your personal use. What about the homeowners? What about the homeowners? What about the businessmen in Trinidad and Tobago who waited 15 years for a firearm and they have business? Some of them get robbed, some of them wife get raped, some of them get murder application inside and they're still waiting. Hines, why you don't see about that? Instead of trying to create a power to grab it to put it in your back pocket. So friends could get extended and friends of friends cannot be extended. Well, let me tell you something. You don't try to come out here and try to chain up the public head. Eh? Don't try to do that. Don't step out your bong. Stay within the 4 corners of your bong. TTPS cannot be managed good. But you trying to create something to grab another power to do what? Grab it to do what? Waste time with it? No. Try and fix your portfolio. Call a good night. Hello?
A very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
To you, my friend.
What is frightening, and I have an advice for the Honorable Prime Minister, as head of the National Security Council. he should call for a thorough investigation. And if he needs outside forensic help, he should request it. Now, too much of time, you find spent shells from the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment, from the TPS and the Air Guard showing up in crime scene. And this is cause for concern and this is cause for worry.
Correct.
Because these are the people who is entrusted to keep us safe.
True.
But yet, bullets being showing up in crime scene. And to tell you how democracy is going mad all over the world, not only Trinidad. I was shocked to my wits to only hear today that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, he wants to go to the Israeli parliament to rearrange the constitution so that if a matter is heard in the Supreme Court, the parliament, his cabinet, could overturn that decision by a simple majority.
That's grabbing power.
Yeah, and it's a big bacchanal is going on in Israel right now with the opposition and him.
Yes.
So if the dear Prime Minister thinking about any nonsense like that, think again, PM, all the best.
Thank you, my friend. So in closing with Mr. Hines, here it is, Orpuj MP East, Dr. Rudal Monilal, said it was not reasonable, Hines, to have that power for the extension of driver's permit. With the extension of firearm license, in wrapping up the motion, Hines noted that it was a simple question for the government attempt to allow what happens to other pieces of legislation. Hey, this man had to be mad. Hear this man.
Exaggeration and hyperbole doesn't reveal the facts because it was simply a question of the government's attempt to allow, as happens now with so many other pieces of legislation, the Parliament's right to extend the validity of the period for the license as granted by and exclusively by the Commissioner of Police. And even if that appeared in an editorial, it could be the subject, and I venture to say it is the subject of a severe misunderstanding. With that said, Madam Speaker, I beg to move.
Hines, I beg that you move out the parliament and stop wasting time with trying to create a bill and trying to grab power again. Try and fix, try and work on, try and mend. Try to make peace with the TTPS and be more active in your portfolio than try to create another one that you don't even know about. Try to do that. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about Hines and the UNC argue over parties' affiliation to criminal gangs after this.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines threw opposition MPs into uproar when he claimed that a police commissioner had told him that he uncovered police were following a UNC MP who was meeting with gang leaders. A commissioner of police, according to the Minister of National Security, a commissioner of police told him this. Hines was replying to UNC MP Rodney Charles' question on whether the government has held meeting with reputed gang leaders to break a pact by offering lucrative contracts. He stated that the Ministry of National Security have not engaged in any discussion or negotiation of any kind whatsoever with any known gang leader in an attempt to break or to broke any pact whatsoever. Listen to this.
The Ministry of National Security and the law enforcement agencies under its purview have not engaged in any discussions or negotiations of any kind whatsoever with reputed gang leaders or suspected or known gang leaders in any attempt to broker any pact whatsoever through the use of contracts of any kind. This is not the policy of the government of Trinidad and Tobago, and it has not happened.
But Hines, we never said that is the policy. Trinidad and Tobago never said that was the policy of the government. So that's what you're reading there? That little 5 minutes you took there, or little 1 minute you took there, you could have talked about something more that is in need of discussion. Not that pack of nonsense you just read there. The minister states that the government was not unaware of the current crime situation affecting the population. So they are aware of what is taking place. He noted that the ministry has also chosen to enforce the relevant laws to control their activities and as well to implement several other strategies to mitigate and deter gang activity. Listen to this man and then we will have a discussion.
We are not unaware of the current crime situation, and in particular the issue of serious violent crimes currently affecting the population, which is mainly driven by gang activity. In this regard, the ministry, through its law enforcement agencies, has chosen as the best approach to enforce the relevant laws to control their activities, and as well to implement several other strategies to mitigate and deter gang activity. For example, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has recently implemented the Gang Reduction and Community Empowerment Project, otherwise called GRACE, with the objective of strengthening the society's ability to resist gang proliferation and enhance lifestyle choices away from criminal activity. Thank you very much.
All the initiative that TTPS is bringing forward, we accept it, we understand it, but the thing is, are you all touching the gang leaders? Are you all interfering with the gang leaders? Are you all locking up the gang leaders? Are you all dismantling gangs in Trinidad and Tobago? Can you answer that, Mr. Hines, for Trinidad? That is the only question I am posing to you. How many gangs did TTPS dismantle in Trinidad and Tobago in 1 year? Let's just say 2022. How many gangs did TTPS dismantle in 2022? Mr. Hines, could you bring that figures to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? If you cannot bring that figure to Trinidad and Tobago, then you should look to create some new strategies that gangs would be dismantled in Trinidad and Tobago, instead of trying to create an amendment for you to take power into who should be extended with a firearm or an FUL user and who should not be extended. You should focus your power and your portfolio with your energies and your backends from the Ministry of Finance into how to shut down a gang in the community. Not to create some new thing on how to deal with gangs in the community. No, eradicate the gang from the community and then start a pilot project. You want to start, you know what you want to do? You want to give the baby the breast milk while the baby is in the mother's womb. That is what you want to do. That is what you want to do. How could that work? How could that work? So viewers, we are out of time for tonight. But nevertheless, it's a pleasure being here with you on this Monday, 14th of February 2023. We're going to have this program tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:30 a.m. viewers. And we'll be right back here on Wednesday, the 15th of February 2023 for another episode of Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Until we meet again, good night.